Ah, Dead by Daylight. Time to load in, only to stare at the main menu for 2.5 hours, or I guess until I realize that I'd enjoy YouTube more, because it'd not drive me insane. I guess I could fit in a match or two. Should I play Survivor, or... Okay, first off, I kind of want to congratulate myself. I immediately found the perfect match to represent this issue. And so far the only match that I've managed to record, so I guess I'm pretty lucky. Second, if you couldn't tell, I'm kind of lagging, so I feel like that's why this guy sort of gave up. But you'll see why that doesn't really make much sense later on. A big lag spike there. Very unfortunate. I totally would have won that, like, anyway, but yeah. It's clear he's just feeling intimidated. Okay, first one down. Now, I just want to say, like, I do not have many hours in this game. I have around 400, I think? I don't know, I'll check post, but like, compared to most other people, I am a newbie. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, so, yeah. Now, I give this guy another chance, because, like, I'm not lagging anymore, it's just the beginning of the game sort of thing, but I guess he didn't really feel like taking that chance and just gave up. Very sad, very sad. Yeah. And as usual in this game, one person giving up just sets off a chain reaction. It's like, this situation is not as egregious, because of course, like, these people are not going to want to fucking play. One dude's already gone, it's like atomic bomb versus coughing baby at this point, there's no chance. So there goes that one lady, she left, and now lesbian art teacher is going down too. Yeah, the other guy just died on hook. Very, very sad, very sad. But yeah, that's something I don't get about this game, or at least the community. How can you take a game so seriously to where you rage over the smallest issue, like, oh, this guy's playing a hero I don't, or not hero, killer I don't like, or he has a perk I don't like, or it's a map I don't like. Take it that seriously, but at the same time you have that casual mindset of, oh, I can just move on. Pick one or the other. You're just ruining it for everyone else. Like, even me at the beginning, I was happy with the free wins, but at this point, it just ruins it. Ruins the game. So now I don't want to be a dick and murder her, so I just give her the hatch. I'm such a sweetheart. Now, I know this is more of like a recent issue I've seen, or at least I've noticed that more people are talking about it recently. I don't know if something happened, but it is much more common. Like, I stole these tweets. Like, a video that this entire segment was, like, basically inspired, like, from. Mostly because I don't want to download Twitter. I would rather, like, jump off a 50-foot cliff than download Twitter. But yeah. I would highly recommend checking out the Go Next Epidemic. By far one of the best videos talking about it that I've seen. But yeah, I just don't really understand the problem with dealing with killers that you don't enjoy. Because God forbid you get better at dealing with them. If you only DC against like Bubba, or you only DC against Lich, or you only DC against Nurse, You're gonna be hot garbage against all of them. Like, no shit, you're not gonna know how to play against Nurse if you don't ever play against Nurse. That is a problem that you are creating, you fucking tool. Like, yeah, that's why you gotta practice. Practice makes perfect. If you watch Dragon Ball, you gotta do what Goku do. You gotta train. You gotta train against Nurses. The next topic I'm gonna touch upon is something that's been heavily talked about in the community, but I'm gonna try to insert my own 2 cents into it. The Survivor Rulebook, where many bad things have been given a nice little title and have been condemned heavily, such as tunneling, slugging, camping, proxy camping, blah 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 blah. I view that as I've never played Killer sort of thing, so I don't really understand why they do it. It's the immediate, oh, he's doing this too, like, make me angry. Oh, he's doing this because he's a sadist. So, yeah. It's sort of the same thing as killers who've never played Survivor. It's just a black and white thought process caused by only being on one side for your entire life. It's like, something else that I've noticed, which of course everyone else has also noticed, is that some perks just immediately cause you to receive just pure vitriol from everyone who you're up against. So far, Noed, Franklin's full gen perks, and Lightborn. Lightborn is more of a meme one though, but those all receive so much hate. Again, back to Lightborn though, it's so easily countered, but people hate it. Maybe that's because it's more of like a fuck you perk than it is like a I want to win perk. My question though is that why are you allowed to run Adrenaline, Balanced Landing, Dead Hard, all of these insane meta perks, but I can't even touch Noed with a 10-foot pole? I mean, I don't because fuck Noed, but still, like, if I did, like, people would be finding out where I live and like shooting my dogs and shit. It is an insane double standard. And everyone receives hate for these reasons. These stupid fucking reasons. Like, oh, 1 gen and nobody's dead. I want to fucking tunnel. I want to win. Oh, no, you can't tunnel because that makes you a bad person. Okay, what about body blocking? Scrub, you're allowed to do that. This stupid double standard. Okay, post-production man here. Okay, here's the 2 cents that I promised I'd provide, but I didn't actually provide. I'll give you some homework. Play the role that you don't usually play. If you play Killer, play Survivor. If you play Survivor, play Killer. You are not going to have fun, same as I had. I hated Survivor. I had no good perks, but it destroyed that black and white mindset I had. I used to be an angry fucker until I tried Survivor, and then I realized that it's basically just a try not to get mad simulator. It was rough. I don't know why people play Survivor. This topic's sort of related to the previous one. I'd say it's more so like a result of the previous one. It's just like trash talk, which I mean I view as integral to like the gaming space, but people in this game can be goddamn nasty. I've had like comments set on my Steam profile accusing me of actual crimes because I let somebody live when they apparently, quote, didn't do enough gens. Shut up. Of course you've seen those videos. There are YouTube channels dedicated to just recording these crash outs of losers just taking it too far. And by too far I usually mean outside of the game. I view endgame chat as like vent your frustration sort of thing, unless you're spouting slurs or IP addresses or something. Fucking yell as much as you want in the endgame chat. The other person can just leave if they can't handle it. But the second you enter somebody's stream or DMs or something of any sort, I guess, never mind, I guess DMs on Xbox or PlayStation could be a fun little trash talking space, but going into somebody's Steam comments or Twitch chat and just vent your frustrations out there, like, why the hell are you still angry? The game's over, you didn't lose anything but your time. And I guess maybe some pride too, I guess. But that's your fault. Finally, the topic that I'm most passionate about by far is mindset. By far the leading cause of most of the issues in this game, at least in my opinion. This game was never meant to be fair, and I think everyone acknowledges that. I think they just don't take that into account when they complain about everything. I view this game sort of like Mario Party, sort of, especially when it comes to the luck, even though they're like completely different genres, you know? If you like expected yourself to win every game of Mario Party, you'd want to rip every single hair out of your scalp, so you're not gonna win that shit. Especially the endgame stars, I hate those. I just toss those out to anybody. But the same could be said about DBD. Like, there is no map that is perfectly balanced for each side. There are 149 survivor perks, 127 killer perks. Another thing is that people need to recognize that like, you can be competitive even though this shouldn't really be a competitive game. Just don't expect others to be the same way. Like, whenever I try to play casually, 9 times out of 10 I get my ass handed to me. But does that mean that I'm a worse player overall? Probably not. If I get a 4K, like that's a good game, but it doesn't mean I'm like a god player. Same if like everyone escapes, you know? And I understand that it's hard to go from the like competitive mindset to the more casual mindset, but it has helped my, I guess, game mental health so much to not expect to win every single game, to not dread games where like one person has a flashlight, because I used to just like pop on Lightborn every time that happened. It is so incredibly unhealthy to have that mindset. Even like big streamers and YouTubers struggle with that, at least from my experience. You guys have seen the Quiet Kills video about like Skirms and Sway. Skirm's ego was hurt by losing one fucking DBD game against Trapper. Like, dude, it's not the end of the world. But so many people struggle with that mentality of, oh, if I lose, I'm not good, so I'm gonna go fucking nutso on the killer and endgame chat because I'm salty about like 15 minutes of me getting my cheeks clapped. It's not the end of the world. This is a casual fucking game for corny nerds. I guess to finish this off, since I just realized it's 3 AM and I've been learning how OBS and DaVinci Resolve work for the past 13 hours, I just want to finish it off by saying, killing as a killer isn't a bad thing. Regardless of how you get kills, you're just doing your goddamn job. Whether you're tunneling or slugging, you aren't evil, regardless of what people tell you. Like, the game was meant to be fun and nothing else. Same with Survivor, like Sabo Hook, flashlight, body block, etc. Like, it's gonna make people mad, but it's their fault for getting mad. That's how I view it. It's the other person's fault for getting mad. I made a little graph for what is actually deemed as toxic. I'll try to insert it. I just made it in MS Paint. It's kind of funny, but I hope you enjoy it. I don't even know what those graphs are called. If somebody in the comments could tell me what the fuck this graph is called, because I tried looking up references and I couldn't find any. It's kind of annoying. I just looked up like rectangle line graph. But yeah. I guess, final note, it's the community's fault for making these things toxic. It's not your fault. It's the stinky community who puts titles on things they dislike so that they can complain about it in the endgame chat without having to type as much. Oh, you tunneled. I won and you lost. Fucking loser. Also, here's me getting the 4K. I just had to add this as proof that I actually won. The streamer, like for some reason, this was the match after the people like cowering away in the nexting match. So I thought I was on like a streak of good content, but the streamer in this one is actually really nice. So yeah, check him out. He was super nice. Okay, I guess thanks for watching. I'm surprised you made it all the way through. If I do this as a hobby, I'm gonna obviously regret making this video. I'm having to whisper because I have two dogs behind me, and if I speak any louder, they'll start screaming. So yeah, here's a picture of my laptop that I recorded and made my gameplay on. Um, uh, I just don't really know how to make one of those fancy outros yet. I'll try to figure it out though. If this gets more than 3 views, I'll get naked. Okay, have a good night.